Good show.
Okay, can I nothing.
Oh.
So I
Are
get
you
a
about to get
text.
real?
I get a text from a person.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Says, "Hey, are you available on dates for a sweet gig?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Okay, someone's gonna reach out to you." And then I get an email, and it's like, "Hi, we're pitching Thing at Place."
Okay.
Place is a very large video games convention. Thing is, we would like you to do magic involved with a video game, and we will put you in touch with whatever people you need to do it. Like if you want to do a magic that's Zelda themed, you could do Zelda, and we'll put you in touch with Nintendo, and you could design a thing for the thing.
Whoa.
But for whatever reason, everybody really wants to see something with this game called Hearthstone.
Did they or did people named Brian Brushwood in the studio?
That was the proposal that came to me, and I'm just
Really?
and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, because Place is a place I've gone 6 out of the last 10 years.
Okay.
And Thing is a thing that I do. And
Wait,
How many E's are in the place?
I cannot speak to how many E's are in the place.
How many E's though?
I can't.
Give us a hint.
No, we got it.
I don't know how many E's are there. Is it 2? Is it 4?
Is it 5?
How many E's?
I mean, I would assume there would be more than 2, but probably less than 4 seems excessive. I'm just
It's not
saying.
an E network. Like that's 1. This has got to be more.
That's interesting because at public-facing conventions where just anybody can buy a ticket, Hearthstone tournaments are one of the big things that people show up to see. Besides like Overwatch and other MLG things, like Hearthstone is a big thing.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know. Sometimes
I mean, let me just say, just count the number of E's that are in Jeep.
got it. Oh no, there you go. There you go. Justin's doing the math.
Carry the 1.
Who, by the way, I just saw this. This is super cute. This Jeep pin.
Oh, have you not seen that? Yeah, that's from Ash.
Oh, we gotta plug Ash's store. Ash has a bunch of those still, but she did those for the Austin Night Attack Live. She also went out there, was our street team, and put up all the posters and everything. So if somebody can get her store, we can plug that there in the chat room.
I don't remember what her link is to all that stuff. Let me see if
Hey, wait a minute. So this is happening. This is a thing you're gonna do, right?
This is a thing that I am being pitched for, and they were like, "Hey, we got this. People are interested in this thing. It seems like you would be a natural fit for it." And when they described it, I was just like, "Okay, I'm not gonna say I'll do it for free, but there's a good chance I would do this for free." I mean, you're like, Brian, come on, what are you doing?
That's awesome.
But that is cool.
I mean, it's really crazy that you'd need more than one person to do the trick, though. Like that's something that you would really.
Well, I feel like
it sounds like
because
they need
I was
like
just thinking
materials
I need
and,
a
like,
yang
contact.
to my yin is what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah,
you know,
really need
balance
someone
it
to
out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, balance it and like find out just. I mean, because we still don't even, we know there's a lot we don't know. Like, we don't know if it's going to happen, how many E's are here, like, whether or not they serve Pepsi. Like, there's a lot we don't know. There's a lot out there, a lot of unknown unknowns.
Ugh, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Do you know you need a Mountain Dew up your ass? Because...
Hey, can we open up a line and see if we can get your friend of mine, C. Robert Cargill, a.k.a. Massive-Worm, to give us a call?
Night Attack Show. Night Attack Show on Skype if you want to call in. Massive Worm.
I love it. Yeah, I love that Cargill's more of a part. This whole chips pitch thing is like
makes me very happy. Makes me very happy. Skype in. Just Skype us at Night Attack Show.
Call Brian personally, and you guys will have a private conversation while we all look off.
Too real.
Was that bit good? I know you guys.
It was very good. It was very, very good, and I love the fact that
I was
that
a little
we were
worried that
immediately.
It was easy, but
it was great because like if we were wrong or if it wasn't a fake written bit, we got to have the immediate reward of watching watching their thing.
Yeah.
Well, because there's two different kinds of bits. There's bits that are funny that like are the joke, and then there's bits that just kind of spur conversation, and that was one that spurs conversation, and that was great. Like the bit was solid. It was hard to play. People will enjoy playing along at home.
Yeah.
But we also had fun banter in between, which is really all you want.
Cargill, I don't think we're able to send you video for some reason, unfortunately, but you can, I guess, watch the delayed feed. How you doing, Cargill?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Dude, good. How you feeling about Scotch Pro's chances right about now?
I still feel really good. I mean, the thing is that both of the ones that we had open first were not part of our major plan. They were just additional things that we scored that we didn't think we would get. So we thought that was solid.
So that's right. You got, in my opinion, probably the buy of the entire draft because you have Cars 3 that you got for only $22.
Yeah, no, that's that, and we did well with Transformers. We got Baywatch, which I seriously think is going to do well. But yeah, no, we thought honestly where we had gamed both Ghost in the Shell and Ships, we gamed them a bit higher than they have performed clearly, which is we thought we were in the clear. We thought we had won it with those both performing better, but they both underperformed, like pure underperformed. So nobody expected Chips to do that bad. It went under tracking. Nobody expected Ghost in the Shell to do this bad. It went well under tracking. We just happened to pick the two losers of this summer to kick it off. And but we still think we have a good shot with the movies we have.
Well, so I'm slowly grappling with the fact that we probably overpaid for Guardians of the Galaxy. But I would love to hear, like, have you heard any Hollywood insider talk about the tracking on that?
Not particularly. I just know how the movie performed last time and how these movies tend to perform. The thing with Marvel, and the reason why we avoided Guardians, as much as I know it's going to be a huge hit, and as much as I know it's probably going to be amazing, is the fact that there's kind of a ceiling on Marvel films. Like every Marvel film has this amount that it's basically going to make that you can count on. And since we were talking domestic and not worldwide,
right?
Marvel movies tend to do a lot better worldwide than they do domestic,
right?
Like just in terms of proportions. So I was very much like, look, this movie's probably going to make 300. If it does better than expected, it's going to do like 350. But it's not going to do the 600 million that you guys are kind of needing to keep you guys in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the thing, though, is that like Guardians kind of broke the mold on what that expected to do. So who knows? I mean, we'll see how it plays out. Really, but to me, Guardians wasn't our bad buy. The bad buy was Pirates, which screened at CinemaCon and people apparently liked. So like that's positive for us.
But even then we got Pirates so insanely cheap. We got Pirates for how much?
We spent all of our remaining money.
It was only like $19 or something ridiculous.
Pirates of the Caribbean sold to Night Attack for $35.
Okay, man, maybe that was a bit high. Bit high.
Maybe.
Bit high. Well, I don't know. It's gonna do like 180 though, right?
Sure. I guess. I mean, we would have hoped that maybe we could have gotten two movies for that 35. And I mean, who knows where Pirates would have settled otherwise? But we'll take our chances. I think we're looking for two movies to overperform, which is never where you want to be, but. Because we don't really have a whole lot of tickets.
Especially when you only have 3 movies to pick from. That was our big mistake, is that we should have. I don't think anybody has ever won with fewer than 4 movies.
No. To be fair, though, we did not want Pirates for 35. We thought that people were that we were trying to bid up. Like, we were trying too early to do the, like, set the floor game. And we got too aggressive with set the floor, and it turned out to be the ceiling.
That was the big surprise this year, is how savvy everybody was about playing their cards close to the vest and being patient and understanding, that a lot of money flies early on and so on.
Yeah, we actually mapped out how much we were willing to pay for any given movie. and that we weren't going to go over any caps. And we ended up not going over any caps, but unfortunately, we set the cap for Ghost in the Shell at 20 when it should have been a lot lower than that.
Well, but
You know what I think the thing is? Scarlett Johansson needs to be angry and not confused. That's where the Scarlett Johansson action movies do well, is when she's like angry and she's not like, oh, I don't know what's happening. She's got to be like, I'm going to kill you. I'm Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very weird thing. The thing that surprises me most about Ghost in the Shell isn't that the property didn't do well. It's that Scarlett Johansson didn't do well on a summer-themed movie. But I don't know, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why Lucy made so much money and this did not. Like, that is literally what's got me scratching my head right now.
She was angry. She's like, what? I can do brain shit now. I'm going to kill all you motherfuckers.
By the way, I love Lucy. I think Lucy is a masterpiece of satire, but it's a weird one, and it's certainly just weird that it did so much better than this.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, that's what, like, when we were doing the draft, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of think like Ghost in the Shell might kind of have undervalue sleeper potential, just because like she kind of against all odds sort of became this like action star. Like she's like in that like Charlize Theron, Emily Blunt kind of like female action boom over the last like 10 years.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just I just don't get why this one didn't connect. There's a lot of people armchair quarterbacking it, but I haven't read anything that really tells me why. I think it's just this confluence of events that people were just like, we're not excited about this movie. And I should have known, because I didn't buy my tickets for this in advance, and I still haven't seen it yet. And for a movie like this, me and my wife usually have our tickets for opening night on an opening like this, and we just didn't. And I should have known, if I wasn't interested in seeing it, then probably nobody else would be.
What do you think? I mean, Fate of the Furious.
It's gonna make all the money in the world. It's gonna like, without the baggage of what's his name dying, like just this flat out like good guy turned bad. It's so simple, and the set pieces look so over the top. I feel like the entire world's gonna come out for it. I think it might be the biggest movie of the entire year.
It might be in terms of domestic. It's definitely got a lock on what the Transformers movies used to be.
Right.
In that, I think this movie's easily going to make $350 to $400 million, like easy. That you can take that to the bank.
So Fast and Furious 6.
What was that?
6 made 238. What was the seventh one? Was it just Fast 7 times the fastest?
Was that
There was
one?
Fast 5 was the
I think
one that just
7 was The Fast and the Furious.
No, 7 was Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
without
Yeah, just Fast and Furious.
The Fast and the Furious?
No,
No, those.
No, because
that was the first one.
The Fast and the Furious was the original, and then there was Fast and Furious 2.
Fast and Furious was the second one.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Too
just
Fast,
good.
Too Furious. That's right. That's what it was called.
This is good. This is actually good titling. This is a smart way.
Yeah,
to
the
do it.
titles make no fucking sense whatsoever.
But they've always hovered around. Wait, what was fucking 7? What was
Fast
7?
and Furious. It was
Fast and
the
Furious.
same title as the first one, only without the word the.
Yeah.
No. Because Fast and Furious was the reboot when they got the whole cast together again after Tokyo Drift.
Oh.
Wait, really?
You know what? Let me find out. I will Google at the moment and find blah, blah, blah.
Okay, it's The Fast and the Furious, Too
7.
Fast, Too Furious, The
Furious
Fast and
7?
the Furious, Tokyo
Furious
Drift,
7.
Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7,
Whoa.
The Fate
There
of the
we
Furious.
go.
Furious
So
7.
Furious 7 was
the
big
4
jump.
was Fast and Furious.
Right.
Furious 7 jumped 230 for Fast and Furious 6. Fast and Furious 7 jumped 100 million plus to 353. You know what I was thinking when I was watching the trailer for the new Fast and the Furious? Like,
Is that you wanted to buy a submarine?
I want to buy a submarine is my first thought. It's like, I gotta buy this fucking submarine. But if you were gonna mix a franchise, like maybe reboot a franchise, because like that's where at a certain point we're done stealing shit. Like if you want to really juice and do a huge movie again, you know, you have like the ending credit scene is like the Fast and the Furious team, gets on the Alien franchise or something like that, right? Like there's some like a crossover franchise for me.
I have the crossover for you.
Go on.
Go.
The end of this Fast and Furious movie, they get caught up. They're embroiled in something really, really fucked up. They're in too deep. They can't get out. And in walks Tom Cruise with the Mission Impossible team, and they need drivers.
Nice. So not the Mummy now, because he's on the Mummy too. Not Jack Reacher. Mission
Mummy Impossible.
That would be great.
And don't reach around Jack Reacher. That is something you never do.
Brian, do you have a franchise that would need a racially diverse team of drivers?
I mean, why not just fold them into the MCU? Let's just the heroes got to get around somehow.
I was thinking that, I guess it would have to be a Universal thing. What superheroes does Universal own? Or do they not have
no, I take it back.
Men in Black?
No. If they're gonna combine with anything, it's got to be in Jurassic World. Cars driving and raptors running.
The Wrapped in the Furious.
The Wrapped in the Rurious.
And like imagine Tyrese going like, they got a Triceratops. I don't know why my Tyrese was Tracy Morgan.
See, what that scene would be awesome, but then they would just drive away and then it's over.
No,
and
because
the Raptor
like
comes up and like
they're like
hey,
super
by the
smart.
way,
They're like,
when has physics ever bothered the Fast and the Furious franchise?
well, meanwhile, it's like, the Raptors are so smart that they put speed inhibitors on all of our cars. We can only go 45 miles an hour.
So it's not fast.
We better do some crazy tricks to shake these Raptors from us.
Not fast, but furious.
Yeah, just furious. That's the name of
Max
it.
Robot, the Triceratops has a Porsche. Now I just really want to see this movie. I want Jurassic World 2 to just tank, and they're just like, fuck it, this is useless IP. Just use it as a random add-on.
I think.
Okay, so here's if we want to go that way. What you want to do is you want to cross it with the Godzilla King Kong franchise.
Yes.
That's where
Fast
and
Island.
Furious trying to outrun King Kong in New York City.
Well, and it's like
God.
we got these grenades strapped to the hood of your car. You need to take this ramp and jump out and parachute away just in time for it to land in King Kong's mouth.
Dude,
I'd watch that movie.
Dude, you're fucking joshing around. I think that sells. That's the trailer right there. That's a $500 million fucking movie.
Hot damn.
That'd be fucking awesome. I mean, I guess the natural one would be Transformers, right? Is that now they're fucking hanging out with the Transformers and they're turning into cars and they're driving the cars and Vin Diesel's like, now you're our family.
Ain't no robot could drive as well as a human ever.
The Transformers are family.
Yeah.
All right,
would be
Bryce just turned off the monitor, which usually means he's got something cooking here.
Give me another minute to cook.
All right. Here, you gentlemen talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to make pee-pee in the potty.
Oh, okay. How are you doing, Cargill?
I am doing awesome, actually. I was just kind of chilling at home and saw that you guys were broadcasting live and just kind of decided, I was going to drink and play video games, but I could drink and watch these guys fuck around for a few hours. And
good call.
It's great. It was a good show, so it was time well spent.
Well, dude, it was fucking awesome to see you in the chat room. What do you got going on these days? What are you working on?
I'm working on a bottle of Noah's Mill bourbon.
Nice.
That is
the Bourbon Boys. Is that the Scotch Bros tonight? Is the Bourbon Boys?
True story. I only mentioned this because somebody mentioned Scotch on the Rocks in the in the chat room, and I would never ever do that to a good Scotch. But my new Scotch guy at my local liquor store was like, "Hey, we're out of this and this and this, but hey, if you like those, maybe you'll like these." And it turns out this one that he sold me on is it's really good, but it is cask strength, so it needs to be watered down.
Uh-huh.
So it's I can measure out with ice cubes and get it just right, but it's a good bourbon if you don't mind watering down your bourbon first. But what am I working on? Really, I'm working on just various behind the scenes projects. My book, Sea of Rust, which comes out later this year, is finally copy edited and done. That's off.
Nice.
And then I've got a TV show that is potentially in the works that I can't talk about, but is very exciting.
Ooh.
I've got a couple movies in the pipe. It looks like we may go ahead and make that Bundy project I've talked about, and
Oh,
Killer
nice.
of
That's
Demons,
great.
the Christopher Yost comic book that I adapted. That's looking very promising. And then, of course, we've got a big strike looming. So there's a lot of talk about the craziness going on around that, and that's kind of
Yeah.
Wait, what's the strike looming?
okay.
Right?
So
Like,
the WGA might strike at the beginning of May.
Writers Guild.
That's a very real thing that's going on, and essentially, the Writers Guild renegotiates with the Producers Association, with the studios every few years, and this is right now we've done 3-year contracts. It used to be 7-year contracts, and we're in our next negotiating period. And the WGA came forward and said, we want you to give in to these demands, which protect our health care, and because we're shooting shorter seasons of television, young writers are getting paid a lot less. So we want you to bump that up, and we want to bump up residuals on television since we're not having as many episodes. So we're not all of our pay is going down, which is affecting our healthcare contributions. So we want you to help with that so we can keep our healthcare solvent. And we want you to do a couple things for diversity in terms of hiring more people of color and more women. And we want you to do all that. And the Producers Guild came back and said, well, we're not going to do any of that, and we're going to scale back your contributions to your health care by $10 million. What do you think of that?
Ooh.
And they were like, we don't think that's going to fly. And the Producers Guild said, well, then I don't think we need to meet tomorrow. And they canceled catering for the next day. And so our negotiators walked out and said, well, we need to see about authorizing a strike. So right now, all of the writers in the Writers Guild are having discussions amongst ourselves over whether we're going to strike or not at the end of the month.
So
How
direct
give the
is
negotiating team the power to know that, hey, we will walk out if you guys don't take care of us and take care of our health care. So it's a very real, very kind of scary time for a lot of people, because a lot of writers are not like me. They're not guys who have written, guys or girls who have written 1 or 2, or in my case, 3 movies that have gotten made and have gotten those big paychecks and then have residuals come in. These are people who live on paychecks by the month from the TV writing they do. And it doesn't always pay what you think it pays. And so there's a lot of people who are looking at having to destroy their savings just to protect their health care. And
So
it's a very serious time.
How substantive is, or do you feel like your part of the dialogue is when you say like we're talking? Because in my experience, like I'm in AFTRA, and I don't remember them asking me jack shit. Like that's just a thing that that they just get a chunk of every time I go on TV. And I've never felt like that there was much listening happening in that. Is it different in WGA or?
Oh yeah. No, it's very different because we have elections every 2 years for our people who represent us, and because we had a major strike 10 years ago, and because there's still a lot of contention over whether that strike should have happened or not, these elections get taken very seriously, and everybody's talking about it, and it very much feels like everyone is on the same page. Like there's a lot of writers who were around during that last strike who are like, I don't want to do this again, and at the same time they're like, but I need to make sure that my husband, my wife, my kids have health care. Like this is what this is about. I need to make sure that if that our healthcare association, that our plan is solvent, and that if my family gets sick, we're taken care of. That's part of my job as taking care of my family. So that is something where everybody is really on board with, and also everybody's really on board with the diversity stuff, because there's a very real problem in Hollywood with hiring behind camera people. The numbers are just really disturbingly white, and to a level that we just aren't happy with. And so there's a lot of support for this right now. Everybody's being heard. They're being discussed. I've been getting daily emails from the negotiating board because I know someone who's on it and who's created a list for writers. And we are being heard, and these are very serious talks.
Dude,
Spin
Dash.
Dash. So let me ask you this. because this always winds up happening around the same time, like when these deals expire, right? Is this like meant to be a high, like in the world of a writer, is springtime, summertime like a big time for writers, or is this a slower time? Like is this
huge time. Like this is what you're talking about right now. This period of time is all the writing going into this fall's shows. Gotcha. If this strike happens, TV shows are going to be killed.
Yeah, well, that's what somebody in the chat was saying. I hate strikes. They killed heroes and made Lost suck, which is accurate. Like both of those properties suffered heavily from it.
Somebody in the chat room is pointing out that I'm taking a different track than I did 10 years ago, which is very, very true. I just need to address that quickly. What people were arguing for 10 years ago is very different than what they're arguing for now, which is why. If this was, hey, we want 4 more cents on a DVD, which is what we were asking for 10 years ago, that's a different story. We weren't talking about healthcare back then. And there are things that I was wrong about back then. Digital, they were also one of the big things they were arguing about, but wasn't in the forefront, was they were arguing for digital payments for writers on digital properties. And nobody saw Netflix and Hulu and Amazon coming like as big as it was. Everyone thought DVD was still going to be around for at least a little while. And so that completely changed. So I was absolutely wrong on that.
Hey, so,
but I still stand by a lot of my stances at that point. But this is about healthcare and diversity. This is a different issue.
What is the status when it comes to quote unquote unscripted programming? Like, are those guys still getting screwed? Editors and producers? Like technically, there's no writers, so fuck you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Shows that are reality shows, even though that they have writers put words into almost everyone's mouth.
Yeah.
Those writers are still not covered by the Writers Guild.
That's bullshit, man. Because I'll tell you what,
that's also a thing internal though. There have been, like, there are some people in reality that don't want to get unionized, that find more freedom there.
But I know that doing hacking the system, there were very specific phrases that had to be vetted by standards and practices in order to be 100% triple fact-checked, double-sourced, backed up, so that, because again, Nat Geo doesn't put their name on shit that's just, spouted off willy-nilly, unlike the Modern Rogue, where we just talk out our butts all the time, and then Brant will put an overlay.
Yeah. Oh, no, they were wrong on this
Yeah,
one.
Brian's totally wrong with what he's saying right now.
So I want to point out, somebody said this brought us Survivor. Survivor actually was 8 years before that. What this brought us was American Gladiators.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
that's
Hogan
right.
version.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right, Brian. Like, there are a lot of writers writers on those shows are not members of the Writers Guild. Also, writers for animation projects are not are not covered by the guild.
Dude, Mike TV knows all about this. Mike TV, who's in the chat right now, he worked on a number of properties that you probably remember from the mid '90s.
Yeah. Tim McCandless, who lives here in Austin, who wrote The Iron Giant, has never gotten royalties on The Iron Giant.
Wow.
Like, think about that. Think about, you wrote a modern classic, and because animation isn't covered by the guild, you never saw a penny after your first payment to write that movie. God
damn, son. Well, do you think it's gonna happen if you were to put money on it? Is this going down?
I don't think so. I honestly, like, they have a very real problem in the fact that this time what everyone's asking for isn't money that benefits the higher up writers. Like, very little of this benefits the people who are doing well, unlike last time. This is solely for the underrepresented writers, the young writers, writers' assistants in writers' rooms, people of color, and it's about healthcare. And these are issues that we're all talking about right now. And I don't think the studios want to be on the other side of healthcare and discrimination. I think they're going to want to actually have a real talk about this once it becomes a very public conversation. So I feel that what's probably going to happen is the WGA will probably vote to approve to strike, which the approval doesn't mean we're going to strike. It just means we will if we hit the date. and then they'll walk into the room and there'll be some kind of negotiation. I don't think the industry was hurt quite bad 10 years ago, and I don't think they want to be hurt like that again, and they don't want to be hurt for these issues. This isn't about 4 cents on a DVD. This is about people taking care of their families, and that's a very real issue this time.
Lon Koenig says, so on the bright side, Dr. Horrible Season 2?
I would love Dr. Horrible Season 2. How great would that be? But I don't know if that's going to result.
But here, wait, Cargo. Let me ask you this though, because obviously you have articulated the position of the Writers Guild, but as somebody who especially is politically knowledgeable, if you were to articulate as best you could the positions from the producers, like what is there? Because they're surely not walking into the room saying, yeah, fuck writers and I hate their health care and they shouldn't get paid. They probably have another rationale on why they can't do it. Like what is their rationale?
Their rationale, I honestly believe their rationale is they want the same deal that they have now, that they feel the deal is good enough right now, that look, TV shows are shorter seasons because that's what the audience wants. They want shows that we take longer to shoot. The old 22 episode to 24 episode TV shows were shot bam, 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 and had serious limitations to them. Now, if we shoot 10 to 13 episodes, these shows are great. They're amazing, and that's what audiences are watching. That's what they want, so that's what we want to shoot. And why should we pay you double for the same amount of work? The problem is that when you work for a show, you're then locked into non-competes, which then prevents you from doing 2 of those shows a year. You can only do that 1 show. So they're arguing, why should we pay you twice for work you did once? And that's a fair position, but when you get into things like non-competes and what you require to keep your writers on these shows and to protect the ideas that you're having on your shows to keep them from bleeding out into other shows, you run into a very real problem of underpaying the people that are providing that content. So, but I feel that that's their argument, and it sounds sound on a certain level. But I think that at the end of the day, when people start having the conversation with the political environment it is now, they're going to capitulate in some way, shape, or form.
Would a capitulation be not having the same kind of restrictive non-compete so people can just work more?
That's a possibility, like preventing non-competes or limiting non-competes to a certain period of time during a given year, saying you can't take other jobs between June and December. That would be fair. I think that's possibly one of the things that's going to happen. I think they're going to come around on healthcare, and I think they're going to come around on diversity a certain bit. The question of how much residuals we get paid, I think that's going to be the sticking point that both sides are going to kind of probably waffle on, but this is just me speculating. I actually don't know anything in the room on that. Hey,
Cargill, apropos of nothing, I'm deeply disturbed. You need to settle a bet that I have with myself. I noticed that your Alien t-shirt only has 4 characters across the top, which makes me think it's a parody shirt of some variety.
It is. It is Alan in space. No one can hear you in space.
Okay. And what is that a reference to?
It was a great website that existed for exactly 3 weeks several years ago, where what they did is made famous misquotes of movies and TV shows. So they'd have like a picture of Joey Tribbiani, and it would say, "How's your day going?" And it would have things like Travis Bickle, and it said, "Who are you talking to? I want to know who you're talking to." So this one really cracked me up, and it was Alan in space. No one can hear you in space. And it's just awesome. And it's one of those things that I wear it to cons all the time, and everyone just thinks I'm wearing an Alien shirt, and then 1 out of 30 people will go, wait a second, that's not what that shirt's supposed to be.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, that's what that is.
Hey, when can so we're good to have you on Cord Killers in a little less than 2 weeks?
Yeah. Next week, that's the other thing that I'm doing right now is this weekend I'm going to Chattanooga. So if any of you listening are around the Chattanooga area.
Chattanooga is my jam. I love Chattanooga.
I'm going to the Chattanooga Film Festival, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a whole mess of crazy stuff going on. A lot of my friends are going. Me and my wife are going for a vacation. We're just going to go and watch movies and get drunk with friends. And that is a very good time, and I'm there till next Monday. So next Monday's the travel day, in which I fly back. So I can't guarantee that I can be on anything. But yeah, the week after, I'm going to be on Cord Killers with you.
Awesome.
Cargill, have you been to Chattanooga before?
I've not. This is my first time.
It's beautiful.
Well, there's the whole comparison of like Austin, that it has people like refer to it as like a smaller growing Austin, or on the other end of it, like the way Austin used to be before all the tech and the people and the
Chattanooga, Austin, Portland, Madison. They are all sister cities of people who get each other and love alcohol.
Yeah. Oh no, the bar scene is legit. I always loved. When I was working with a Go Game, I was there probably like once a year, but it was always fucking super rad. And it was the all-time record of my scale of when I go to a city for the first time. I have my expectations on whether or not it overperforms or underperforms, because I didn't really know shit about Chattanooga, and I'm like, what the fuck is this city? Turned out to be rad. Lowest on the list, Phoenix. Get fucked, Phoenix. You suck.
I lived in Phoenix for a year. Phoenix can get fucked. Phoenix is where people go to die.
Yeah.
It has no other purpose.
It's the grid.
You can drink, you can go to strip clubs, or you can golf. There is nothing else to do in that fucking town.
But also, all three of those things are better drinking, and they have the highest fucking DUI rate, because the cops fucking get up your ass about fucking driving drunk. It's like, listen, that's the only things you have to do in this town, is you have to drive everywhere and you get drunk doing the things that are fun. The fuck? Shitty town. Oh my god.
Although I will say the one thing about Phoenix is when I lived there, $5 table dances. So that was and that was the standard across the city. So you can't really totally hate a city that's got $5 table dances, but you can't really love it either.
No, you're right. Tell you what, tough but fair. That's what we call you around here, Cargill.
TBF.
Is that what you call me? I thought I had better 4-letter words.
Dude. So what should I watch that is hitting the Netflix circuit right now in terms of movies?
In terms of movies, oh geez, I don't even. Well, the one thing that I just found was on there today. I tweeted about this. If you've never seen it. It came out 5 years ago, but it's become one of my favorite films. It's by one of my favorite screenwriters, a woman named Lorraine Scafaria. She also directed it. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World is on Netflix right now. Have you seen this?
No. I believe I think it showed up in our movie draft.
Comedy?
Yeah, the comedy. It's an end of the world comedy. It's Keira Knightley and Steve Carell, right? Yeah, and it is one of those amazingly great movies that you will carry with you and you will want to rewatch once every few years. It is just such a touching, amazing movie. Lorraine Scafaria, of course, had a movie that came out last year called The Meddler, which I love, and also wrote a movie called Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. And this movie is just such a great fucking movie. So I was supposed to go to bed at like 6 o'clock this morning, and I was clicking through Netflix and saw that was on there, and I saw a bunch of stuff. I'm like, oh, Escape to New York. I'd like to watch that. Maybe I'll watch that. Well, let me click a few more, and maybe I'll come back to Escape to. Oh my God, this is Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Watching that now. Click. The best stuff Netflix has going on right now is they put on a lot of comedy specials, and some of those comedy specials are really good.
Hey,
yeah, they're doing one a week for the rest of the year.
So I realized a curious artifact of the way we watch movies now versus the way we watched it when we were children. When we were children
be watching movies like this.
When we were kids, we knew the end of movies better than the beginnings, because we would be clicking through the thing and, oh, it's Short Circuit 2. I'll watch the rest of it. So I know the last half much better than the first half. Whereas Netflix is the exact reverse. You're like, oh, let me watch it. You click play, and then you get distracted or you fall asleep or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, that's a clever thought I had.
That's another great thing about me. Have you guys watched the Chappelle specials?
Because it's the shared experience that we had as kids is very different from what kids now are having. Like, I don't know what their Beastmaster is going to be. What,
Dude.
like, we love Beastmaster because we saw it a billion times and it was always on HBO, which was jokingly called "Hey, Beastmaster's on," and then it went to TBS, which was the Beastmaster show. It was something that we always saw constantly growing up.
Dude,
I don't
there
know
was
what
some
that's going to be for these kids.
There was some great
What's
imagery in the Beastmaster. Like that. You watch those bat dudes descend and liquefy a dude in there. That was dark stuff, man.
That's on Netflix. Has got it already. Netflix has got
What, Beastmaster?
Ultimate Beastmaster. Their original.
No.
What
new
the
one.
I'm talking
fuck,
about the 1980
Bryce? What the
movie.
fuck? Oh, okay.
The Beastmaster.
1982 Beastmaster Don Cascarelli classic.
Oh.
Featuring Mark
wonderful,
Singer. Yeah.
wonderful, fun
And two ferrets.
film.
He's got
if
two
you guys,
ferrets.
that's something that I'm sure you'll find something online. Yeah, no, it's great. No, but like, yeah, if you didn't see the Chappelle Netflix specials, those are good. A lot of people say the first one's better than the second, but I feel like the second is much more raw Chappelle.
Second's way better.
I agree.
I think it's a better set. It's not as put together, but I think Chappelle is better when he's rambly. And also, he does, in the first one, he doesn't do my favorite Chappelle thing, which is get absurd. He does a lot more absurdish shit in the second one, and like tells rambly Shaggy Dog stories that go in weird fucking places. Like, that's like my favorite thing that he does. Where do you land on this? Too mean to the gays, to the trans?
No, here's the thing with Chappelle. Chappelle and Louis C.K., both of their specials cross lines. And I think what's important about them crossing the lines that they crossed is these guys are both thinkers. And I think what Chappelle was doing was taking a step back from the easy route on that and making jokes and asking questions and getting people to talk about it. And I think the conversation, comedy should cause a conversation like that. Not all his jokes were funny about that. As mean as he is to everyone else, I feel that he's one of those guys who's mean to everyone. But those jokes in particular, some of them landed, but most of them didn't. And I think what he proved is that gay comedy isn't all that funny anymore. Like, it's just not. It's a group that, all the good comedy has really been mined out of that. But some of his stuff that he talked about was interesting, and he was asking interesting questions, which is what he always did on his show. That's what made his show so dangerous. That's what made his show so interesting. Was he was crossing taboos. We just happen to be in an era where if anybody crosses a taboo at all, we're like, wait, why are you crossing taboos? You're not allowed to do that. And it's like, no, comedians still can. They just have to do it right. And I didn't think he was too offensive. I just didn't think that bit was as funny as some of the bits that he did in his second show.
Hey, man, we got to pick a title.
Yeah, hey, good show. What should we call it? The Showbot wasn't reset, so it's a bunch of DTNS and weird thing stuff.
Blue Lips Matter. I don't know who said that, but someone in chat suggested Blue Lips Matter.
Blue Lips Matter is pretty good.
O.B. Hayes.
O.B. Hayes is all right. You can eat my ass.
Well, no, it's got to be O.B. Hayes, like Hayes, right?
I am, by the way, I am kidding. I came up with Blue Lips Matter. That was me. That's totally self-serving.
Slurpin' Pussy Juice USA. That's pre-show.
Jesus.
Bifocals twice the pussy juice.
Suck all the cop dick you want.
I honestly, my two favorites were You Can Eat My Ass and O.B. Hayes.
I like O.B. Hayes.
O.B. Hayes, as long as it's O.
It's got
Hayes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Do you think?
Wait. How did you imagine it, Brian?
O, B-E dash Hayes.
Oh, like B. Hayes.
Oh, B. Hayes.
But it's Rutherford B. Hayes.
Well, right, but the phrase is.
Can I add in a late entry since I don't know how to enter this in chat?
Sure. Yeah.
The moment for me in the show was I can't even look at you right now, and your wife walking out.
Oh yeah.
So-
No, she still can. She hasn't even. She walked in while we were doing the reads, and she was like, I have so many things to say, and I'm like, well, why don't you get on the mic? And she's like, it'll just be us legitimately arguing, and that's not funny.
I can't imagine what would have happened if my wife walked in here while I was watching your show and I had shaved down to that mustache and then left that stubble on. Like, I love the fact that you look like Jimmy Hart from the like fucking 80s wrestling. Like,
Oh yeah,
is-
the mouth of the South. Sure.
That you're the mouth of the South, my friend.
I'm gonna for Brian's gig at whatever however many E's are at this conference later in LA. I'm just gonna have the spray painted Brian Brushwood like jacket like Jimmy Hart with the fucking megaphone.
You should do it. Like people would legit get that, especially now that wrestling's having its
Renaissance, yeah.
renaissance again.
It is, man. It's on the come up. All right, so anybody who fucking airbrushes jackets, let me know. We'll do it for Dragon Con.
Do
Man.
Walmart still airbrush jackets? I feel like the Walmart that I grew up near me airbrush jackets. I feel like I always saw those like unlicensed Bugs Bunny
Dude,
shit.
airbrush is poised to make a big comeback. That
Yes.
shit was
Is
awesome.
it?
It could.
Uh,
my
what-
airbrush skills have been considerably increased over the last year. I could make some side bank on some Doctor Strange fucking airbrushing.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh no, when you're going to cons, fucking flip those fucking airbrush, the signed airbrushes.
all right, gentlemen, I need to know whether or not we're winding it down or if I have to go get another beer.
Go
Get another beer.
Go get another beer. You,
God damn it.
you
Get
last time you
another
would have
beer. I mean, I literally only have a fight fucking waiting for me when this turns off. So
Wait, you only have a what?
A fight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I hear something in the
Oh,
distance.
man. You got to get that razor out before you go into the fight, my friend. Trust
I
me.
know
as
I
some
should
people-
shave. I should shave on stream.
This is news.
I'm telling you.
Tidbits.
I'm telling you. I, as somebody who has been married as long as I have, I've been with the same woman for 22 years. Shave
Yeah.
the mustache and then go in and apologize. And
Well,
stop making that face because that
This
face
is here
is what
for a
was fucking
reason.
me.
This is here so I can. This is here so I can promo the Kickstarter. This is the reason why I have it. It's to start conversations so everybody knows that the Kickstarter's coming later this year. I'm gonna keep it the entire summer. That's the thing. It has to be a thing.
The summer
Or
of
else
stash.
She's not going to touch your penis. She is never going to touch your penis this summer.
To be honest,
that is not
to
right.
be honest, if I can fucking hit 250 on the Kickstarter, be worth it. My lonely penis would be worth it.
Oh man, you were gonna chew that. I would get a Pornhub subscription. That's what I would fucking do. Like
I gotta tell
seriously,
you what.
one married man to another. If you're gonna keep that stash the
Yep.
entire summer, Pornhub subscription's the only thing that's getting you through it.
I'm just gonna jack it right next to her, just to show.
No. Wait
No,
till she
that's
goes
not-
to sleep
all
or
right,
she goes
fine.
to work. Do not.
Oh,
do
these
not.
fucking
I
rules,
repeat,
Cargill.
I come to you from the future.
I roused her. This is literally, she can hear everything that I'm saying. She finally broke and just yelled, "You think you're so funny."
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh dude. I
It's-
feel
no,
for
I
you, brother.
know, I know.
but Right
This
now,
is
I'm
gonna
also
be-
I'm looking at that stash and I'm feeling for your wife.
Let's just say, this is gonna be a divorce. This is a divorceable offense. I can
No.
understand
No, it
that.
is not. That is not what this is. This is worse than that. This is stuck for a while and suffering, and then 20 years from now, going, remember that summer I thought it'd be funny to keep a mustache for a Kickstarter?
Yeah. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Apparently, I haven't seen her Twitter feed yet. No, I've been doing the fucking show.
Oh, has she been tweeting?
Uh,
The
She was paparazziing me during the show.
oh, I don't. See
By
it.
the way, I don't know, you guys probably didn't see it, but I realized tonight while you were talking about it, I am not on the Patreon until tonight. So
Oh, nice.
so next week, while you're doing your Patreon shout out, just consider.
Oh, shit,
Oh,
son.
hell yeah.
All right, guys. What's that in the distance? What is that?
What? Oh, shit. It's time.
It's time for news bloopers. Brought to you by Sky News. Sky News. We did not support this segment.
No, they're totally our sponsor. They said, listen, we're going to pay you under the table. Don't make a big deal about the fact that Rupert Murdoch's enterprise is paying for all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Uncle
hold on,
Touchy's Puzzle Dungeon.
glass of wine.
Oh my goodness. You boys and your liquids. All right. Well,
What?
we'll do it without him. All right.
All right, just go.
We'll just go. All right. Let's watch.
Oh, man, 180K. But the subscriptions on this channel is only 1,600. We are missing a title.
And description.
All right.
We had a pair. Let's see. Maybe give you a little bit.
Okay, so it's Australian television.
The airline price wars are heating up again.
The airline prices are heating up again. Gentlemen.
I mean, I feel like it's got to be remote, right?
You're watching The Project.
The airline price wars are heating up again.
What's the blooper?
What are you feeling, Justin?
I think that there is wrong B-roll.
Wrong B-roll. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say wrong. I'm going to say botched remote.
Botched remote. Cargill, do you know this game? What do you think?
I do. I'm just catching up because remember, you guys can't pump live feed into my Skype, so I'm watching the delay. So I just got the video a little bit ago, so I'm processing.
Here, we might be able to work something out. Hold on. We're on it. Look at this. Get ready.
Try that.
Who likes video?
Right.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Is that live?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Yes, we are live.
You're watching The Project.
The airline price wars are heating up again, and we're
You're watching the
You know what?
project.
Just for sake of differentiation, I'm gonna say jackass at a remote,
Shit.
making a fool of himself.
That's a good one.
Behind the scenes
That's a good
at
one.
a remote. All right, here we go.
The old fucker right in the pussy.
Yep.
being told fair discounting is as aggressive as it's ever been. Virgin's targeting key corporate routes, hoping to win over Qantas customers.
Oh,
Cheaper travel
damn.
for us, it's like-
If you had pronouncing Qantas as Cuntus, you pay out. Hey, let's keep on.
to make bad news for the airlines.
That web
Giggling
address
bit
you'll
from
need
here
is
on out.
YouTube.com.
Do not be immature,
No,
people.
be immature. It's great for us. It's an accident, but we will milk it. Carrie, please. I can't wait to hear the next one. And it turns out Aussie home loans boss John Simon is a great dad. That's the inside word from his kids Deborah and Stephen. Pressure's on, I don't mind admitting it. Crowned this year's Father of the Year yesterday, Simon says the secret is making sure you're a positive role model, Carrie.
Can we get back to the show?
Oh, well,
Wait,
fuck.
what's this
Whatever.
follow-up?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think. Hold on. Sorry. There's more reactions.
The sad realities of the internet is foul-mouthed, insensitive trolls waiting to ruin someone's day with an inappropriate online comment. But today, one of those trolls was exposed by one angry TV celeb.
Godwin's Law. Welcome back to The Project, and it won't surprise you that we've had a lot of feedback via Twitter since Carrie's headline in the last segment.
We have indeed that Logie Award-winning news that you brought. Mikey says, what the Qantas was that?
And the feedback just keeps rolling in. Carrie, Sandy wrote to us, Dave.
Yeah, she did, Carrie. That was great. Human and humorous. NB to scriptwriter never put the words Qantas customer together again.
Yeah, Todd on Twitter says, respect for Bickmore. Carrie has just gone through the roof. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
And
Didn't know that's what you had to do to get respect.
Natalie, she says, I've had the worst day, but Carrie's little word slip on The Project just made it so much better.
Tell you what, we need to change our time slot. I believe.
Yeah, there goes the G rating.
My day may not end so well when I get off air and speak to my boss, but sorry.
Oh, how cute.
Bad Weave
What
saying.
a Qantas.
Yeah, what a fucking Qantas.
Bad Weave was saying they do a new show. It's not a new show. It's more like it sounds more like a.
They
The
did a
View
fucking
show.
Father of the Year story. I don't think they're exactly,
They're not hard-hitting news.
Whoa, hold on. First of all, keep in mind just how small Australia is compared to the United States. We're talking about, what, I think 18 million population? Like we're talking, they have a population smaller than some of our states.
In Texas.
So when you're talking about national news, there isn't always a murder to cover.
No, 23 million in the entirety of Australia.
Even if they're all fugitives. It's Fugitive Island.
Criminals and indigenous.
Hey, here's another one. Oh, this is so short. I don't even want. This is from News
This
Funnies.
is from News Funnies, which is a small, only 6,000
6,000
subscribers, only 2,300 on there. Geez, I'm gonna say.
Oh shit! I didn't realize. So, all right, before we get into this, just to get back to this Australia population thing.
Yeah,
of course. That's what everyone wants to know.
Australia is more populous than every state but California.
Hey.
Oh.
But it is roughly
no, that is false because Texas has 39 million?
26 according to what I'm looking at here.
26, which is still greater than Australia.
No, Australia had 28.
28.
I thought you said 23.
Yeah, I heard 23.
23? Oh, never mind. Fuck me in the face.
No,
no,
I will do no such thing.
But I've always wanted to do. My one idea for a reality television show pitch is just, and I don't even know what it is. It's just Texas versus Australia. I feel like that's the fight that we've never seen.
Oh, dude, I've always felt like Australia is just
Texans
the world's
and Australians
Texas.
would get together and drink. And we'd complain about all the crazy shit
show.
trying to
That's
kill
the
us.
point. They compete to see who's more manly.
Survivor.
Es más macho.
Survivor.
You know
Texas
who's more
versus Australia.
manly in that show? The person who doesn't watch that show and instead gets drunk on that show. That is.
I mean, yeah, no,
Dude, perfect. You'd be great on the show.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
this is kind of everything
I'm
looking for.
I'm in.
Hear that,
Right?
CBS? Leans in.
Yeah, PBS doesn't have funding anymore. I hate to bring it to you.
I said CBS.
All right, let's go to this one thing. Here
Oh,
we go.
okay. I'm sorry.
It was 15 seconds.
Live on location.
Yeah, we've got a package or a remote.
Man, some nighttime. I feel
It's
like
also very poor. Like it's not white balanced. Almost like it might be.
I'm gonna say she
she's
falls.
not gonna hear. She's not gonna hear.
She falls.
That's
She
a
falls.
bad mic.
All right, we got a fall and a bad
She falls.
mic. Cargo, what do you think?
I think she looks terrified. Like she looks like she is not prepared for what's about to happen. So I think she's gonna drop the ball.
She looks like she saw a ghost. All right,
A ghost lives there.
here we go. Oh, we have glitched audio. I hear a little bit out of that speaker.
Excuse me, Easy Mart and its gas station.
Oh my God!
Oh no!
She wasn't
Oh,
there.
she forgot her mic.
For a second, I thought I'd won.
Well, and it's also it's a little sneaky because she's got an earpiece in, which might
Yeah, so it
look
kind of looks like
like a lapel mic.
lapel, right?
yeah.
Excuse me, Easy Mart and its gas station is just in front of me.
Wow.
That was pretty pro. Pretty pro.
Yeah.
Almost hard for me to
I
call
mean,
that
a pro
fail.
would probably hold a microphone, but
True. Yeah,
That's
Bad Week points it
pretty
out
pro.
that
Pretty
it is
pro.
it is the reverse mic drop.
all right, we got one more here, you guys.
Pick up your mic, Qantas.
All right.
She quit the next day.
The funny thing is, she did quit the next
She
day.
did
That's
do that.
true.
This is from Michael, 400 subscribers, 270,000 views. We can probably give you a couple seconds.
In a little bit, filled in with some air.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hurricane Katrina footage.
Oh my God. 2005?
CNN too.
No, 2008.
2000 and
I'm
One.
going to bet that this CNN weatherman freaks out on live TV during Hurricane Katrina.
All right, see, like the people on stream can't see that.
I accidentally.
Well, good thing you told everybody also. All right, let's just watch this news blooper, guys.
In a little bit, filled in with some air, not as low of pressure, but Camille. Let me talk, Carol.
Translate that for us. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, if you would let me talk.
Go ahead.
Camille was 908. And so this is actually now not
in the
as
northern
strong.
hemisphere, unless you were obviously trying to get under a hurricane. All right.
Carol.
Thank you, Chad.
All right. Just having fun with you this morning.
I know.
All right.
It's a stress
Just having
down,
fun
I
with you
know.
because I'm a
CNN
cop
is
now.
your hurricane headquarters.
Oh my God.
CNN's not
What
my
a
hurricane.
dick.
He almost went full Qantas.
Hold on. Play that again. And I want,
Sure.
in fact, play it at 1/2 or quarter speed if you can. Like just the
Part of
whole
thing
thing.
about this one is that he actually quit the next day.
That's true. That did happen.
All right. So
Filled in with some air that is
so
lower pressure,
Chad,
but Camille.
Chad.
Let me talk, Carol.
Translate that for us. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, if you would let me talk. Camille was 908. And so this is actually now not in the northern hemisphere unless you were obviously trying to get under a hurricane.
All right.
Carol.
Thank you, Chad.
God, that
All right.
patronizing tone.
Thank you,
All right.
Chad.
Chad.
Thank you, Auntie Donna boys.
All right, those are the news.
You would
clips.
just let me talk. I wanted to talk about Camila.
Let me talk about Camille.
So let me just get this straight real quick. We're not making fun of people burning themselves up with flaming shots anymore. Is that game over with?
You ran out of them.
Or let me put it this way: we didn't run out. We reached the point that it was getting darker than we were all comfortable with playing the game.
We always play them one
let me
video
just say
too
this.
long.
We ran out of the demographic that we were comfortable setting themselves on fire. Like we ran out of those videos, and so we were just getting 18-year-olds in fucking Czechoslovakia who were getting poorly constructed shots lit and just spilling them on the tables, as opposed to
Like they were drinking at the hostel, like that Eli Roth.
But then actually getting disfigured and burned and shit, and it's just all right. We'd end a video and we're like, well, surely they all got out, right? It's just all right, we've hit the end.
Yeah.
And it's it's not as fun when they're not frat kids in a basement. I mean, shirtless white frat kids in a basement. That's the real cream of the crop. That's the meat, the fillet. He's the outlet, Persian rug outlet. I give best price for you.
I feel that
Great.
somebody did that, but I feel like you look now. Now I'm thinking that you look like the characters from Sofa King on SNL.
Oh.
I give you a so fucking great deal for a so fucking price.
Yeah, the one thing I do like about the mustache the most is that it really does. It totally throws my ethnicity.
Christ.
Tiananmen Square Pepsi.
Actually, you know what? Oddly enough, I made that joke tonight. That was a joke I made early on. That was one of the Pepsi guys who was like, they shot down my idea for this. I told them, but they said the line of tanks was too expensive.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that guy actually quit the next day. That's true.
What is Back to the Future fixed, or what is Steamboat Morty?
Whoa. Okay.
These all look good.
This is probably one of those Adult Swim bumpers that they
That's fine.
dumped a million of at once.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh no. Great bit. Good bit.
Audio people loved it. You guys missed a silent movie.
Yeah, it's a silent movie, student film. I mean, hey, listen, if I wanted a student film, I would go to school.
To be fair, that's a pretty good parody of Steamboat Willie.
Sure.
It is.
Yeah, they put some Justin dancing footage.
How did you feel about Phoenix Person?
I mean, it's great. By the way, are you buying this thing that this is all still in all still in his head, that this is a double fake out and this is not real because everything kind of went too easy?
No.
Are you asking me or him?
Whoever. Tossing it out to the panel.
I say no. I think it's totally real. I think that it does a fantastic job. Like, you'll notice that the first season they did a bunch of one-offs. Second season they clearly didn't expect to have a third season, so they didn't bother to tie anything in. They left a lot of unresolved threads. It was really fun to, first episode of the third season, have them realize, oh, wait, we're onto something here. Let's take all these previous threads and bring them all together. Let's close up the Council of Ricks. Let's close up the Galactic Federation. Let's close up, it was great. It was great.
Yeah, man. No, I loved it. I thought it was great, man. And I love the fact that they dropped it on April Fool's Day. That was
brilliant. Brilliant.
You guys
I've still not seen it.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, you guys haven't spoiled anything for me yet, really. And there's really not spoiling Rick and Morty because you don't watch it for the plot. You watch it because you're going to laugh your fucking ass off.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it hasn't dropped on Amazon yet. Like, they have not posted season 3, which makes...
It's not an official premiere, basically.
Yeah,
it won't officially premiere until
it was a
late
reverse
summer.
April Fool's prank. I believe it premieres like sometime during the summer is where it's on track to. But they just like, screw it, we'll throw it on a loop on the
I think it was they had a Rick and Morty, an actual marathon on Cartoon Network, and just at the end, like when the last episode aired, the new episode just like came up right after that. So they ran it once on Cartoon Network, and then they had it running on a loop until midnight on April Fool's. And then it was out. I mean, it's fucking out there. You can Google it.
I think they're still showing it on the TV channel once a night for the rest of this week.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So.
Yeah, I have not having cable. I was not able to watch that, so I did not see
it. It was
it.
on the website.
It was all internet.
You ain't got none of them slings or PlayStation Views or whatnot.
I do have Sling. I just got Sling recently, so I should probably watch Sling and find it on there.
Yeah, man. No, nobody has cable anymore. Only the nerds have cable. All us cool kids, we got Sling.
Are you saying we're all cord cutters?
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah, no, I just haven't had a chance to watch it, and I've been like waiting on Amazon because I like paying for it because I like supporting the show, and so I always buy the seasons.
You gotta steal it. The only way to watch it is to watch it on Pornhub. It's probably on Pornhub though.
Hey, by the way, did anyone else get got by Pornhub's April Fool's joke?
I can't imagine anybody would.
I wasn't jacking it on April Fool's Day, full disclosure. But if I was, man, I would have got startle-cummed.
Startle-cummed?
So there was a weird. So we did a big Modern Rogue shoot on April Fool's.
Yeah, but there was that one time that Brian had to rehearse his lines at the warehouse.
Well, so he comes in, and the only April Fool's thing we talk about is, hey, did you see the Pornhub thing? And my thought is either he maybe read about this, or he probably jerked off earlier today.
It was all over Reddit, so it's fair. It was out there, and people thought it was funny.
The world may never know.
Know what else was out there? Brian's dick when he was jacking it.
Although the thing I got to say, the thing about April Fool's that I found really funny was so many websites all leaned heavily on the Sinbad genie movie from the 90s.
The Shazam one, right?
The Think Geek. It was one of the Think Geek products.
Oh, really?
Think Geek did it. My podcast, we had recorded a podcast about the movie in which we reviewed the movie as a bonus episode. the Hollywood Palms in Chicago claimed to run a screening of it and did a bunch of advertising for screening the 35 millimeter print of the movie. And College Humor made showed clips of the movie in which Sinbad actually appeared.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
Did you ever see Sinbad in the Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day special?
No.
Oh, that's right. Sinbad was in that.
You have a magical journey awaiting you, Cargill.
Oh, joking.
like no joke. The first thing you are to do the moment we hang up is watch that fucking show. It's amazing.
It's really funny. Co-sign on that. Very, very, very funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty much The Lonely Island featuring Michael Bolton.
So what is it called again? I'm writing it on my board.
It's
Michael
on Netflix.
Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day special.
Yeah.
Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day special.
Cameo laden and all, it is far more hit than miss.
See, this whiteboard I have is used for when I'm working on projects. So I write ideas and lines and things like that. And when I'm not working on projects, I write stuff that I need to watch when I'm drunk. And so
right time.
This is
right
4
time.
o'clock in the morning this morning, after this whiskey bottle has been destroyed. I will watch Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine special, and I'm all about it.
Now back to the good part.
For some reason, so Jerry Fax tweeted about Cargill's podcast episode about Shazam, and then the official Sinbad account just goes, "This one is fake."
Oh yeah.
Why is he responding?
I don't know.
No, because the thing is he's finally given into the joke, and on April Fool's he was in on the joke, where it's like, okay, this is a thing I've been hounded about for years. It's stupid. I don't get it. And now it became very public that it's fake and it's not a real thing. And so he's able to give into the joke and play around with everybody. And by giving into the joke, everybody's talking about him on April Fool's Day, and he's coming across as positive. Like, people are like, okay, this guy's not an asshole. He's in on the joke. He knows it. Like, you guys, hey, why don't you look it up? Because it's online. Why don't you show the clip from College Humor that is Sinbad in Shazam?
Give me
footage of Sinbad Shazam has finally been conjured up. Yeah.
Yes, give me that minute.
And
please.
you guys, because seriously, it was really great, and it was a really well done. But the thing is that there were all these different groups that all did this together, and here we go.
What are you doing? Dad couldn't have thrown out all of Mom's stuff. He just couldn't have. James, there's got to be something he forgot here. Something real we can remember her by. Hey, we have our memories. They're real. No one can take that from us. Yeah.
Clean this up. Can you imagine if Dad saw this mess?
Really hooked on them.
Bless you. What is that? Whoa. What's happening?
Oh, man, it feels good to get out that thing. Oh, kind of cramped up in there. Should have took you long enough, Tina. Wait, y'all are not Tina.
Kidnapper!
Wait. Where you going? I just got here. What happened to saying hello? Haha. I believe we got off on the wrong foot.
Don't come any closer.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start all over, right? I'm going to introduce myself. I am Shazam! I am the genie of the lamp. And you are?
You're not a genie. Genies aren't real.
Every time I come out the lamp, I hear the same thing.
You better get out of here, all right?
Oh, you would. But you gonna toot me to death? Shazam! You're not gonna scream again, are you? Because look, if you do, I'm gonna have to take one of your wishes away.
He is a genie.
Why, you're a little Tina.
That was my mom's name.
How long have I been in this lamp? She has kids now? I thought we had something going on, me and your mother. Now, I know I'm 2,000 years older than she is, but look, Clint Eastwood did it. It could happen. Age ain't nothing but a number. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you knew her mom?
I want you to make me my own dinosaur.
That's cute.
I love the pacing. I mean, like that's just it feels like that kind of movie. I don't know. I mean,
it feels like a movie straight from the 90s. It feels exactly like the movie everyone claims to remember to have seen. Like that's the beauty of that clip, is that it nails that type of filmmaking and what everyone's like, but this is that movie. This is what that movie was about. And a movie that doesn't exist.
Well, I don't mind that it's too long, because the point is that it's supposed to be kind of an it's an artifact that you found, not something that's too perfect. But like at the same time, is the other mythology like a part of? I haven't really dug into the like conspiracy theory. Like is there is that like the idea that the mom's dead? Like is that part of the like online mythology of it, or did they just invent that for the?
Yeah, the online mythology is that people remember seeing this film, and that the film is about a guy who lost his wife. His son finds the genie in the lamp, and that as a result, he wishes that his dad would find true love, and that his dad could be happy again. And that the genie is a bumbling genie who tries to facilitate that. And that's the mythology of it. And there's disagreements on what the plot basically is. As we're seeing on screen right now, essentially people are remembering Kazam, thinking that it was Sinbad in the movie, not Shaquille O'Neal, and then remembering different elements of the movie and putting it together as something that never existed. But yeah, it's a very strange cultural artifact in which it's people refer to it as the Mandela effect, based upon those folks.
Well, that's the whole like Bernstein Bears shit, right? Like,
yeah, it's people who believe that Nelson Mandela died in prison, and they remember that. And as we all know, he didn't, and became president of South Africa eventually. And this goes from people talking about it from a psychological effect to people believing that these are parallel universes merging together, and that the dominant universe remembers the real historical element, and people from the other universe are stuck with memories from the universe they came from, which of course the rest of us laugh about.
None of this was interesting until you got to that theory. Then now all of a sudden I'm in. Like I'm like, all right, I'm in.
That's right. Yes. So apparently there was a universe in which Shaq did make a movie, and our universe ate that movie and ate that universe. And now there's people who remember seeing it when it no longer exists in our universe.
I love this tagline for Kazam. He's a rapping genie with an attitude. All of that's all hyphen. He's a rapping genie with an attitude, ... And he's ready for slam dunk fun.
Have you ever seen Kazam, any of you?
No.
I saw it.
I think I saw it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I not in many moons.
Out of curiosity, Jury, I've never asked you this. How old are you?
Roughly 37,000 years old. No, I'm 34.
All right. Yeah, no, you were a kid when this came out. Kind of, though, because this came out in 96. So if you watched this, you were like a young preteen teenager.
Wait, how old are you, Cargill?
I am 41.
Right on.
Hey,
I'm like just slightly older than you, my friend.
I was 13. Oh. Yeah, I was still in the
younger than you. Is that what it is?
I'm the oldest person here.
That's what it is.
Wait,
I remember we're very close because I know that I'm a little older than Jason Murphy.
Yeah,
and
I'm older than Jason Murphy. Yeah. Hey man,
right.
we learned straight up jujitsu. Like we were choking each other and like to the point of passing out. My mom was not a fan, but it was amazing. It was crazy.
Why are we showing Francis Capra? What was that all about?
This is the kid from Kazam. Feel old yet?
Yeah, no, he was in Veronica
God.
Mars. He was
Shit,
Weevil.
He was. Fuck. Yeah, no, because I remember Francis Capra because his best role is on Veronica Mars.
Not Free Willy 2?
Yeah, where he's the biker gang leader in Veronica Mars. But yeah, he's in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm shutting it down.
You're shutting it down?
Listen, I'm gonna have this conversation at some point. I need to stop fucking off.
You motherfuckers! You
You
made me
have to
get
go
a
have
drink.
an argument with your wife.
All right, look, I'll see you in a week and a half, Cargill. Are you gonna come on down and hang out in person?
We'll figure that out. Let's figure out timing.
Okay, because the good news is with Cord Killers, we'll be done by 8, and that means we have the rest of the evening to fart around.
That sounds like a much more attractive plan. We'll work that out.
Play the vibe. Get all vibe.
Thank you guys for letting me hang out.
Of course.
You're welcome whenever. You call in whenever you want. In the middle of the show, you just say,
I'm not gonna lie.
On in.
We were both very flattered that you decided to hang out and watch us fart around, and it was pretty great.
Absolutely, brother.
Well, you know I love hanging with you guys. I love watching you guys. What are you gonna do?
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, kiss.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.